morning everyone and welcome back to another what I eat in a day calorie counting video. You'll have to excuse my appearance, just out the bath. It's actually the end of the day, but I thought I'd put my weighing update at the start of the video, and I've just got the chance to do my weighing update now because I've been working today. Yeah, so I'm hiding my wet hair that's just drying off, and I want to get this filmed before I actually settle down for tonight and end up falling asleep or something. So this past week has been pretty good. I don't think there's been any issues this week. I've had a great week. I'm probably not been the best for having breakfasts and stuff this past week, or if I am, it's just like a little bit of fruit or something. I have been quite bad with that. I don't know why, it's just the last couple of weeks, you know what I've been like the last couple of weeks if you've seen my videos and that. I think I'm just still getting back to being in the swing of things and all that again as well. My mini challenge for this week was to have no Lucozade and no crisps. I did actually think that I would struggle a lot more with the having no crisps thing than I would the Lucozade thing, but I actually found the crisp thing pretty easy. There was always other stuff that I could have, crackers and oat cakes and biscuits and stuff like that. The crisp thing wasn't too bad. The Lucozade thing I found more, not like a struggle or anything. There was one day where I was just like, I could really just murder a bottle of Lucozade. It was one day at work, I just really was craving a nice cold, icy cold bottle of Lucozade. And I didn't have it, obviously, I didn't have it. I just got some Red Bull instead. When I'm having the cravings for the Lucozade, a zero sugar Red Bull actually helps me out, but I don't want to get too reliant on them either because they are like energy drinks, and I did kick the energy drink thing years ago before I even started on a weight loss journey or anything. But I don't know, when I'm craving a Lucozade, because it's not actually for the energy or anything like that I really do drink them. The Lucozade, it's more for the flavour. So when I have a Red Bull, it keeps my craving for the Lucozade appeased. So I was successful for that little mini challenge last week. I probably wasn't the greatest this week for making sure that I had my 5 portions of fruit and veg and was keeping under my fat and all that. Like, I was okay with it, and I think on the whole, I was maybe just slightly under for the fruit and veg for the week. I think I was fine with the fat content. There was maybe like days that I went over or that for the fat content. I can't remember if I did or not actually. And days that I was quite a bit under for the fruit and veg. But then there was days where it was a lot, like it was the opposite way about. So on average for the whole week, it kind of works out more balanced than that. One thing that I haven't actually mentioned yet for the past few weeks, and I did talk about it in the very first video that I made about, you know, losing, how I'm going to keep on track to lose my Christmas weight and everything, was the Nutri-Check challenge that I signed up for and said I'd take part in. I can't remember, I think it's just the Nutri-Check challenge. I can't remember the name yet. It's just, honestly, it's not been that great at helping me stay on track. I am doing most of it myself. Obviously uploading videos and all that every day, that's helping me stay on track. Like, putting my weight loss journey on YouTube does help me a lot, but the Nutri-Check challenge hasn't helped me at all in the way that I thought was going to help me. I have still sent my diary and all that, like my 7-day food diary to them every week. I've still done that. I don't know why, because it's pointless. The little mini challenges in that they're setting in that for us, like, they're a bit blah. Like, I think one of them was go vegetarian for a day or something, and I was just like, I'm already vegetarian. And then the alternative to that was park your car further away from the bus stop, or like further away in the car park at the shops or something, and so you're walking further and getting more exercise. And I'm like, don't drive. And then I think the next again week one was to make sure you're using up all your fresh fruit and veg and all that in the fridge and not letting anything go to waste, which I'm pretty good at anyway. Even when I was ill a couple of weeks ago, I was making sure that I was trying to cook all my soups and stuff that I wanted to use because I didn't want anything going bad in the fridge and that. On the whole, I do that anyway, like as a housewife, even though I'm not married. You know what I mean? Like, as a person that runs a household and does all the cooking and orders all the food and everything, I do that anyway. My mum taught me well. So the little challenges that they're setting, they're just been a bit rubbish. But I am just going to keep, I mean, it's only a month, I'll keep sending them my food diary, and then I can say at least I've done the challenge. Oh, and I think if you do send it and all that every week, you can be in with a chance of winning £50. So £50 if I win it, that's a bonus, right? Celebrate keeping on track throughout January. One other thing that I haven't spoken about yet, because I do stuff and then my brain takes like 3 weeks to catch up with me, so I'll remember eventually. One thing that I haven't spoken about yet is how I set my calories. So Nutricheck, you can go through Nutricheck, you can put your height, your weight, age, activity level and all that, and they'll give you what your calories should be. When I done that, my calories were 1,200 and I was like, no. When I first started calorie counting, my calories to lose weight were 1,200, and I think I managed it for like a week or 2 weeks or something, and then I was like, I feel like I'm constantly starving, and I think that was to lose like £2 a week or something like that. I didn't want to be as low as that, so what I've done is there's various TDEE calculators online, and I went on about 4 or 5 of them, and I got like an average of what I should be eating to lose weight based on my weight and my height and my age and everything like that. And they all averaged out between like 1,150, no, not averaged, they were all between 1,150 to 1,402 was the highest. So I'm guessing just based on, it doesn't tell you on these websites how much you would probably lose a week if you went on whatever level of calories. It does on Nutricheck, but not on all these calculators. So I'm guessing like if you wanted to lose quite a lot of weight a week, you would go on the lowest scale, and then if you wanted a little bit of weight loss, maybe like half a pound, have 1,402. So I just thought that's fine by me. I'll take that 1,000. I set it to 1,400 manually on Nutricheck. I'll take that 1,400. I done that last year after I went from 1,200 to 1,400, and that was plenty of calories for me. I wasn't feeling constantly hungry like I did when I was on 1,200 calories. And I don't need to lose £2 a week. I'm not one of the people that want to get big weight losses every week. I'm happy losing the odd half a pound every week or a pound or something like that. I'm happy with little and often weight losses because I don't really have a lot in the grand scheme of things. I really don't have a lot to lose. I've never been somebody that the quicker I get there, the better type thing. It took me like 2 years or something to finally get to the target weight. Yeah, I'm not bothered what I lose a week as long as I'm losing something. That being said, last week when I stepped on the scales, I was 10 stone 13 pound, which was a maintain from the previous week, but it was my time of the month and everything, so I don't think it was a true reflection of my weight loss because I was quite bloated and feeling really heavy. I felt really, really heavy last week for a good couple of days, so I don't think it was a true reflection of what my weight loss was that last week. And this week, when I stepped on the scale, I weighed in at 10 stone and 11 pound, which is a £2 loss. I'm going to take that as a £2 loss, not just for the last week, but for the last 2 weeks. So say maybe £1 a week or something like that. I'm very happy with that. I'm happy with whatever I get. I'm even happy with a maintain. As long as everything's going in the right direction and I'm feeling better about myself, which I 100% am, I'm feeling a lot healthier and not so sluggish and everything as I did kind of over December when I was eating all the bad food. I'm just feeling much better now. Sorry, I had to stop there because the dogs started going daft downstairs. One of Ali's friends came to the door. Yeah, so I can't remember what I was saying, but I think I had finished talking about my weight loss for this past week or two. Yeah, so my mini challenge that I'm setting myself for the week ahead, because my own mini challenges are better than the Nutricheck mini challenges, is just to make sure that I'm having an actual decent breakfast and not just a piece of fruit. I'm going to try and aim for 5 out of 7 days to have a decent breakfast, because it's some days I might just be rushing to get to work. I'd rather potter about and maybe like get the evening dinner ready. Like you'll see today I cut the chips and everything this morning ready for tonight's dinner. I'd rather do stuff like that than eat in the morning. I never feel that hungry in the morning. I'm always like, I feel starving at night time person. I'm not actually starving at night time. That's just how I feel. So I want to aim for at least 5 out of 7 days to have a pretty decent breakfast. And that's just the little challenge that I'm setting myself this week. It's not that exciting, but it's something that I just want to do to improve my diet. Also this week, and I never done this today, I need to check my calories. I don't know where I am yet for today, or if I'm going to have a snack or that for tonight. So I need to check my calories because I might be able to change it. You'll see by the end of the video. On Saturday night, it's the Royal Rumble, which is a wrestling thing, a WWE wrestling thing, and Ali is so flippin' excited about it. And it usually is we don't watch a lot of wrestling. I don't watch a lot of wrestling. I did back in the day and all that when I was a kid and grew up with 4 brothers. But these days I usually just watch like the Royal Rumble, and WrestleMania is the big one. That's the main one for me. So Ali wants to have like a little day on Saturday where we watch old Royal Rumbles and get ourselves all amped up for this year's Royal Rumble. And he wants like snacks and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is try and make that like a flexi day, so I'll have more calories that day for the snacks and stuff that he wants to have. But I'll have them too. I obviously want to have them too. I would just try and refrain from it, or just try and have it within my 1,400 calories. So I'm going to see, I don't know, maybe I'll put it to 1,350 and then have that extra couple of 100 calories. If I can't set it for today's calories, because I did totally forget about it till like half an hour ago, I will try and definitely do it for the rest of the week. And I think that is everything that I wanted to get off my chest this week for this week's weigh-in update. Let me know how you guys are all doing in the comments below. How's your week been? What was your weight losses? What was your gains? Or was it just a maintain? There's no shame in a maintain. Anyway, let me take you back to the wee small hours of this morning when I was having my breakfast. So this morning for breakfast, I'm having some toast. I've got 2 slices of wholemeal bread, which is 184 calories. And I've also got a tablespoon of peanut butter on one of the slices, which is 96 calories, and I've got 100 grams of banana for 81 calories sliced up there. So I've got a peanut butter and banana toasty, and along with my coffee, which is 20 calories for the semi-skimmed milk and Canderel Sugarly. This morning's breakfast is 381 calories. And I'm taking a salad with me for lunch today at work. I've got rocket tomato, cucumber, spring onions, red pepper and beetroot in there, and that comes to a total of 84 calories. And then on top of that, I've got 30 grams of Hellmann's light mayonnaise for 80 calories and 30 grams of cheddar cheese for 125 calories. And then I'm also taking a Fibre Now cinnamon bar, which is 84 calories. I say bar, it's a square. And a packet of lentil curls, because I've not had anything that could resemble crisps this past week, and that is 91 calories. So in total for all my lunch today, it's 464 calories. I'm also getting a head start on tonight's dinner this morning because I've already cut my chips, which means when I come home, I won't have the excuse of I can't be bothered. For dinner tonight, we're having leftovers in quotation marks. I actually thought last night, because there was that whole chicken and Mark didn't have any, he's actually got some now, but I knew there was going to be a lot of chicken left over. So I thought, well, Ali's going to have leftover chicken for his dinner tonight. And while I was making my corn fillets last night, I made an extra couple so I could have them tonight as like leftovers for myself. So I've got 2 corn fillets for 88 calories. I did have them in some Bisto vegetable gravy, but I've not used the whole amount. I've actually gave some it to the dogs because I wanted beans to have with it, and I don't want gravy and beans and all that. But I have counted the whole amount of calories that were in the gravy, which was 24 calories. I've also got 125 grams of oven chips cooked in fry light for 179 calories, and they're forming a wall between any gravy that might leak over to my baked beans. Which I've got 135 grams of for 115 calories. So in total, tonight's dinner is 406 calories. And like I said, Ali's having leftover chicken with his chips and beans. So I've just done the math to get an easy day on Saturday, and the calories work out to be, for the easy day, it'll be 1,820 calories, which means for the rest of the week, including today, my calories will be 1,330. I looked at my calories for today and I'm absolutely fine. I'm ending on 1,311 and that gives me 19 calories left over. I was trying not to look down at my notes, but I had to anyway because my brain just doesn't retain any information, especially at this time of day. So I forgot to say actually earlier on that I don't need to have I am going to have a snack tonight, but I left my lentil curls at lunchtime. I didn't eat them, I just ate my salad and my cinnamon thingamajig. So I'm just going to have my lentil curls for a snack tonight. So I've already included them in my calories for today at lunchtime. So that's how I'm ending my day. I'm just going to have some of them now, maybe catch up on YouTube or something like that. My brother ended up in hospital today. I meant to tell you guys this earlier on. He's okay, he's fine now, he's getting home. Mark's actually away to pick him up now. He has the same back problems as I do. Well, they're not the same. He has, I think it was 2 slip discs that he had. It was about a year and a half ago or something. A lot of you guys probably remember me talking about this briefly at some point. But his back was getting better. Just like me, there's something every so often it'll set it off in that. And yesterday he said he was making a pot noodle and sneezed and the back just went right into a spasm. Like, it was so bad. My 2 other brothers who live locally as well, they went down to his house and they were trying to get him up and like upright because he was lying down. They could not move him. It was excruciatingly painful for him. I know exactly how he was feeling because I've been through it myself so many times. He just couldn't move. Eventually he took a couple of tramadol and slept most of last night and everything, but when he's woke up today it's still the same, still not been able to move or anything like that. So he phoned the doctor's surgery and the doctors actually sent an ambulance out to take him into the hospital for a scan and that. I think he got taken in about lunchtime and he didn't get his scan till about 6 o'clock or something. I don't even think he's ate or anything all day, so Mark's away to get him now. Thankfully the scan didn't show anything too crazy or anything. Maybe that he's just still, it was the same as when he had his scan the last time, which was like the slip discs and everything. So it's obviously just a muscle spasm. They've gave him medication and that for that. So that was a little bit worrying. I was really, really worried that it was going to be something worse than what it was, like the slip disc and that. But I also know how much agony he was in, so I had such sympathy for him because it's horrible. Like, when my back goes into a proper spasm, I just have to lie down. And I know people tell you, oh, you shouldn't just lie down, but you literally, when it's in a spasm, you cannot move. You cannot move without like being in so much pain. Obviously, as the spasm eases, it's best to get up and keep moving about as much as you can and everything. But even when my back's in a spasm, the tablets that I take don't touch the sides. He actually got morphine in that today. My doctor has in the past offered me morphine, Oromorph or something it is. And I'm like, no, I can barely handle the tablets that I'm on. Never mind bloody morphine or tramadol or anything like that. I'm only on like the strongest cocodamol. I could not handle anything else. Anyway, he is fine. He's not fine, but he's much better than he was this morning and he's able to move about now. Oh, sorry, I don't know what I've done there. He's able to move about and all that now, very tentatively, but the morphine's obviously kicked in and helping him. So I'm glad he's doing a little bit better than he was at the start of the day. Anyway, guys, I'll end this video here. I'm sure it's been far too long. Thank you so much for watching it. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like it if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.